So now I would like to invite Dr. Tanushree Sherkar for her presentation on this issue, reservation, what we were talking about, women's reservation in politics. So welcome, Dr. Tanushree Sherkar. Uh, she will be talking on women's reservation, and I will present the PPT on behalf of her. You just tell me when to share the screen. Welcome, Dr. Tanushree.
Okay. Okay. Good evening, everybody. And actually, I'm in another place. That's why it's not possible. But, ma'am, am I audible? Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, you are audible.
Hello.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. And since I'm sitting in another place and it's not possible for me to share my presentation, so I'd like to request Madam Chanda Madam to share help of me. Students political participation, and the reason for listing up issue was just very recently the my parents that who we to the implementing. So I will tell about that afterwards, but let me first introduce the paper. This is about political participation. Will discuss the reservation. What is and what is low percentage of this women's representation in not only in case of India but in globally also. We can see women they are known as the who occurs in if we see in Karl Marx ideology that women they occupy the half of the populations in worldwide. Maybe they are behind in every aspect, not only in the economic sector, in the educational sector, in the social sector, they are lagging behind. Thing is that when we see that men
Dr.
or girls
Tanushree,
going to
Dr.
the
Tanushree,
yes,
hello. Yeah,
yes,
you just switch off your
hello.
video. You just switch off your video, the network will be better.
Okay, okay. Okay, am I audible now?
Yes,
Am I
you.
audible?
Yes.
Hello? Okay.
Yes.
So political participation is an active. Okay, ma'am. I'm just my this views. Political participation is an activity taken by the public to influence the political affairs of a country and contesting in the election or participation in the voting procedure. But it means criticizing the government, that and then the joining in the political parties, joining in the protest movement, and all these through social media, through mass media, and all in. Now the thing is that why, what is reservation and why reservation? It is an affirmative action. And it is one of the, we can say that government policy that provides access to seats in government jobs or legislature or even national institutions also. So we find that in the world, the government introduced certain policies, the reservation of different castes, different communities, again, and in case of women also in some cases. So what so I this borrowed one picture from indicate that why reservation is necessary. That if you think about the equality, equality is not possible among the indifferent means the people they have that different kind of backgrounds, different kind of economic. It's not possible the equality. So to bring the equality, to bring the level of equality, then we need the equity system. And for that equity system, in some cases we find that there is the reservation during the time of Baba Sahib Ambedkar. He SCs and STs, and ultimately in the constitutions that for the SCs and STs some provisions were introduced. But for the women, it was not there. So if we just see the condition of women in the, if we just talk about the political participations of women in the global level, we find that the countries, European countries like Sweden or Norway or even Australia or France, the participation of women in the legislature, that is the political participation or in the public representations, it is quite means good comparing to countries of and in the Asian countries, even we find that Bangladesh occupies the better position comparing to India. And in case of Bangladesh, there are 21% women MPs. In Bangladesh, they have a reservation policy. And there are seats in the Bangladesh parliament, 50 seats should be reserved for women. But the European countries like Sweden or Norway, there is no such reservation introduce the government for women this participation, but the political parties they have their policy that while contesting in the election, they give the political parties provide the opportunity to the women. The result of which we find that the number in case of Norway it is 46%. In case of South Africa it is a 45%. Then if we just see the condition of women in India, from our first election, we find that women's this participation is not even exceeded the 15%, and in the last election it was 11%, and in the present we find that there are this last that is the 2019 elections, it is the 14% women representatives are there, and if we see that there is the reservation policy, that is the 76 personal amendment bill 1992, that was 33% is given to the women in the local institution. Then the bill was re-amended in 2012, and 50% of seats were reserved for women in the local institution. But I have not mentioned here all that this statistics or data, but I conducted one this project in my this own place, that is in Shakira. That is a political this participation of women among the Moran community of Assam. And when I found that those is the women, but she was not willing to continue her course. When I asked her that why it is, then she said that I have a lot of problems, and actually I get help from my husband. So it is found that the women are really not interested to this participate in the political process or participate in the elections or contest in the elections. That is one point that why there is a low representation of women. If we see that there is a reservation, even though because of the reservation policy, the political parties compelled to provide seats or tickets to the women candidates. The women candidates they come to the power, but they are not so much interested. We find hardly few women who are really interested. Though we have some of the examples like Mamata Banerjee, we have the examples like our president also. We have the women president. We have this Mayawati also. There are some women, strong leaders, but it's very number is very low. Number is very poor. So what is the reason behind that? So whatever these points I mentioned here, these all are common points and gender stereotypes. Till now, we have from the childhood itself, it is found that when the parents they teach their girl child as well as the boy child, they always they try to push the girl child or bring up the girl child in a different way, so that the girls will be far away from this politics. So this is stereotyping and should not involve in politics because many people grassroots level people, they say that politics is not our argument, especially for the girls. They say that they should not involve in politics. These are the common views. Then the second reason I will mention here, that is the lack of political education. Now, we teach the students, even the subject like political science, when we teach the students, we just teach the theory. We do not take our students to the grassroots level. We do not show because it is not in the curriculum. And outside the curriculum, we cannot do anything. Because nowadays the system, the education system is such a thing that we get very less time, the result of which we cannot go beyond our syllabus. As a result, we cannot provide them the grassroots level. We cannot take them the panchayat. We cannot take them the parliament to see to show them that what is politics, what or how the politics is. As a result, I feel that this political education should be included as a part of practical or as a part of project, so that the students from the childhood itself, or from the school the time itself, they can understand that what is politics, how to involve in the politics, and politics is not a bad thing. What general people say that politics is a bad thing, it spoils the people's life. So these things, these comments should not be there. Then the unfriendly environment. If a girl, because of political meetings and all these things, basically after dark only it should be there, or these political meetings conduct after dark. So the parents, they do not allow the girls to come out from the home after dark. And the result of which the girls cannot go out, and if a girl goes out also, she has to face a lot of problem. Means our environment is not friendly that the girls can join in the politics. Then lack of resources. Now, when the people join in the politics or when they contest in the election, they have to spend a lot of money. But the girls generally they do not have. Means the people who are if they join politics, means if they want to join in the political party or contest in the election, they should not involve in any government job and all these things. As a result, they need some money. But the girls generally, they do not have that property. As a result, they do not have the resource also. So who will spend money on behalf of them to canvassing or for campaigning? And every girl, they have the family responsibility. What I mentioned that in the panchayat level also, I found these things. Women, due to this reservation policy, if they become the president of panchayat or vice president of panchayat, they say that I have so much of family responsibility, so I am unable to conduct the meeting. So even many cases, it is found that they do not conduct the meeting, they just sign. And on behalf of the lady, her husband or her father-in-law or her father is working. So this situation you can see in case of India. Then do reservation is the only solution, and I was just listening from the previous this presentation, and when Dr. Chaudhary also said that is the reservation is only solution to this increase the participation of women in the political affairs. I feel that reservation is not the only solution. The first thing is that government policy of reservation, if it is implemented also, we do not see that wholeheartedly women are participating in the this political process or political system. Maybe because of compulsion, because of policy, they have to participate. So what we need that political education should be there. Then the reservation within the political party should be there. There are some instances that there are some women, some girls who like to join in the politics, who are the members of the politics, who work for the parties also, but they do not get the ticket during the time of election or during the time when the tickets are provided by the headquarter or by the authority. As a result, because there is no such policy in the party itself. if the political parties in India, if the political parties, they have some policies that, suppose from one constituency, if there is, one or two constituencies, there are two candidates are contesting, another female. If it is like this, then I think that the number of participation women will be increased. Then stereotyping should be deconstruction of stereotyping system. That is, mindset should be changed. The people mindset should be changed. That statement should be avoided. That statement should be rejected from our society that politics is bad. So when we bring up our children, when we bring up our especially our girl child, we should show them the good things of politics and how a country can develop. If the politics is good, if the political leaders are good, how a country can develop. If we can show these things from their childhood, I think that then the girls also they will be interested and afterwards they can take the politics as a profession because nowadays you know that if they join in the politics, if they contest, if they become winner in the elections, they get the salary, even they will get the pension also, like the pension also. So these things should be there. Then the environment should be friendly environment. That means the support system should be there. From the society, from the family, there should be support for the girls, for the women, that they should come forward. As when we see the result in the school, the examination, board examination result, many times we find that the girls are the topper. The girls they stopped even in comparing to the boys. Their result is good, but afterwards we find that the girls, according to their choice, they cannot take their subjects also. So, same way, if we just from their childhood, if we can just bring up them in such a way so that they develop this concept that they can join, they can take politics as a profession, and they can work for the betterment of the country. Now, what will happen if the women join in the politics? That in my conclusion, I have given that the young women represent aspirations possibly more than any other group in today. Given half a chance, they may bring a new into our stagnant politics and move it towards delivery of basic needs, health, nutrition, education, and livelihoods. So that's all my paper, my presentation, and thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Tanushree Sharkar, for your wonderful presentation. And you are very right that women's reservation is not the only solution. Okay, so I would now like to request our participants to ask anything they have in their minds to Dr. Tanushree Sharkar.
Hello, good evening.
Yes.
Myself, Pratyutar
Good evening.
Sarkar. Yeah, thank you. So, I just like to know from the two presenters that if they have seen anything specific in the recent years, um, which is much, that much interrelated with the power dimension and the gender, because not only the participation in the form of some papers or some policies can be helpful in a country like India. A lot of diversities, a lot of patriarchal, or a lot of things are happening in this nation since historical period of time. So if we are just saying that they are coming and they are just giving this kind of the statistical ratio or percentage, then what much development can be much that we can understand from that? Because if there is some lady like Mamata Banerjee or Pradip Patel or like, then it's not a case for the whole nation. They are much exceptional, I think. So, what is their observation? I just like to know.
According to me, as I said that these are the very rare example. No? Mamata Banerjee or Joy Lalita was there. They are the very rare example. But we need a mass number of women they should participate. And when we talk about gender, it's not only about the women. Because nowadays, transgender is also there, third gender is also there. They are also not participating. They are not getting many rights also. So if we talk about gender means all the genders will come together, no? According to me. And then this what you said that political dimensions and all these things. That if we want that there should be must women like the male is the must women or the other gender people, they also participate. And for that purpose, we need the training. We need to train the women or train the other gender people so that they get the interest. Because the general people, general women, they do not feel interested to join in the politics. They think that basically in today's world also 90% girls, they think that after graduation or after post graduation, if they get a good job, they will get married and they will bring up their family, their children. They never feel like to come forward in the societal problem. They do not like to join the societal problem also. I'm teaching in a girls college for last 26 years. So I experience every year when I just meet the new students, I ask them what is your aim in life. They just say that previously they did not like to say anything. They're so shy. But nowadays, at least they can say that I need to be economically self-sufficient. So in this way, we can see the development that the girls they are developing, they're changing their mindset. Now, when they say that we need to be economically self-sufficient, now because it is possible because that every time we just wash the brain that you should be self-sufficient. Otherwise, always you should have to face some kinds of domination from other gender. As a result, these things now they have acquired, they need the economic self-sufficiency. Maybe after 5 years or after 10 years, they will acquire these feelings also that they should join in the politics. If they join in the politics, then they can change the scenario of the country. When we see that the corruption, level of corruption, because in most of the cases we find that the people, many people, they are corrupted. I do not say that women are not corrupted. Women are also corrupted in some cases we find, but the number, if we see the number, if we see the ratio, the men are more corrupted than the women. We find these things, and if we just take a small example that when we run the family, a girl, how she runs the family, if we give her 1,000 rupees, she can this make a nice budget, and she can run the family very nicely. But the same amount if we give to a boy, he may not do this in the same way. So in this way, I feel that not today very sudden, but slowly and slowly the society will change, and then we will see that there will be the number will be increased. I do not know whether I'm able to satisfy your this query.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am, for answering me. I just like to know if I am permitted. Can I just like to
Mm.
know my last question? That being a professor for 26 years, have you ever tried to means involve any girl in the politics? Because if you are
Yes,
in 26
yes,
years in academics, then you have a lot
mm,
of connections. I think so.
yes,
So, have you ever tried to
yes.
take them in the politics?
I tried, and I'm just telling you that in 2014 to 2016 I conducted the survey in the panchayat, and that time I used to take my students with me to show them that how these things are going on. Not only that, I used to take my students to the in the gram sabhas to show them that how the people conduct these gram sabhas in my local areas. In this way, I want to encourage them that so that they can involve in the politics, and I have some of the students who joined in the politics and who are already who became the members of the panchayat, and they are doing well, but the number is not up to the satisfaction. That's the thing. I have encouraged the students, and in every field, I found that whatever I used to tell the students, I do not know why, but the students, they learn. Actually, they follow their teachers. What the teachers say, they try to understand. And in that way, I found that some of my students, they have involved in politics and they are doing well in the local level, not yes, they have discussed these local things.
Thank you, ma'am. Best regards to you.
Yeah, Partha Sharuki.
Mhm.
Okay, ma'am.
I am in my profession for last almost 30 years now. Okay, so in my college, I tried many a times to involve girls in student politics, in college elections. So once I have motivated one of my girl students who was very efficient, very efficient,
Okay.
to join the students' politics and to contest the election, college elections for general secretary post, which is the highest post as we think.
Yeah.
But what I have seen that girls did not vote for her.
Oh.
So
Yes.
the
Yes, yes, that's the thing.
problem lies in the mindset, I think,
Yes, ma'am.
because
Right.
even the girls, though they are educated because they are studying in degree, so they are
Mm.
educated, but they even after that,
Mm-hmm.
uh, even after my suggestions, they did
Okay.
not vote for the girl because they have the mindset that only a boy can be the GS of a co-ed college. So that mindset
Mm.
has to be changed, I think.
Yes. Yes.
And it can start from the family.
Yeah, and it's a continuous process.
Yes, it's a continuous process.
Yes.
It will take time, but it will
Mm.
come.
We
So,
are much hopeful for that.
yeah, we should be
Yeah,
hopeful for that.
yeah,
Thank you.
thank
Thank you,
you
Dr.
for this nice lecture and kind consideration about my points and questions. Thank you very much to my respected two professors who are present here and have answered me. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tanusri Sherkar and Anisha Hajarika for their wonderful lectures. And I thank all the participants for joining us today. And I'd like to request all of them to join us in our future lectures also. Our next lecture will be on 30th of December. So let's all of us join hands together to bring gender equity in our country and all over the world. And these discussions will bring out the solutions for our problem. So I would like to thank all of you again for joining us. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you so much. Thank you.